the man that Donald Trump claims has a 180 plus IQ, Elon Musk, the brilliant genius that we all should bow down to because of he's really never invented anything. He's never really founded anything on his own. He's always with a team of people, or he buys a company and then in the contract with the purchase has it written that he is named one of the founders, as is with Tesla. Then hold a bunch of patents. He's not a brilliant guy. He's just not. He's an exceedingly lucky individual. He's also not a smart guy, and that's just the way it is. You don't run Doge, the Department of Government Efficiency, and then your transparency involves saying, oh, look at this. Oh, I have an image of it right here. Well, look, we found an $8 billion contract that we're canceling, saving the taxpayers money. And it wasn't $8 billion, it was $8 million. It wasn't $8,000 million, which is what 8 billion is. It was 8 million.
Some of the things that I say will be incorrect.
Tell me again how he's the smartest man. He's the most capable man. He is absolutely a demonstration to the American people that meritocracy is real. And we have the best people working for the interest of the American people and not just some billionaire grifter who wants more money than anybody has ever seen. I'm going to read this headline from the New York Times and a couple of paragraphs. And again, we'll throw this back up on screen. And I would challenge anybody to push back against what I'm saying here, what my claims are here, because Elon Musk is not getting it done. He's not saving anybody anything. He's acting illegally and outside of the purview of the oversight lens, the constitutional role of Congress, afraid to step in front of a committee and actually answer questions. Here's the headline from the New York Times. Doge claimed it saved $8 billion in one contract. It was actually $8 million. The biggest single line item on the website of Elon Musk's cost-cutting team appears to include an error. It's a pretty big error, not a rounding error. The 8 bamillion or 8 mabillion. Creating new numbers is what they're doing. That's just what an innovator Elon Musk is. He's creating new math. 8 mabillion. The Department of Government Efficiency, the federal cost-cutting initiative championed by Elon Musk, published on Monday a list of government contracts it has canceled, together amounting to about $16 billion in savings, itemized on a new wall of receipts on its website. Almost half of those line item savings could be attributed to a single $8 billion contract for the Immigration and Customs Enforcement Agency, but it appears that the Doge list vastly overstates the actual intended value of that contract. A closer scrutiny of a federal database shows that a recent version of the contract was for $8 million, not $8 billion. A larger total savings number published on the site, $55 billion, lacked specific documentation because the transparency that they say they're providing to us, to we the people, working in our government, working for us, being public servants, they're not transparent. They're liars. They're providing disinformation and misinformation. And again, outside of the purview of oversight of Congress, which is constitutionally mandated as a co-equal branch of power with a check over the executive. The contract with a company called D&G Support Services was to provide program and technical support services for the Office of Diversity and Civil Rights at ICE. Yeah, we would hate to fund something that has to do with civil rights in our government, right? The Trump administration has been purging diversity programs from the federal government. By examining past versions of the contract listed on the federal procurement data system, the upshot determined that the federal award approved in September of 2022 had initially listed a total value of $8 billion, but on January 22nd this year, that figure was updated to $8 million. According to the database, the contract was terminated about a week later. For context, $8 billion is nearly the size of the entire budget of the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. It most certainly, $8 billion isn't going to D&G, whatever it is, D&G Support Services in Woodbridge, Virginia. An $8 billion contract to one single company. This isn't SpaceX. Companies don't get $8 billion contracts unless it's SpaceX. Owned by who? Oh yeah, Elon Musk, Mr. Meritocracy himself. It's possible that Doge or someone else in the Trump administration can claim credit for fixing the error in the contracting database, given that the value was downgraded to $8 million 2 days after President Donald Trump took office. But it is also clear that the government was not spending $8 billion on the contract. In 2.5 years since it was signed, $2.5 million has been spent. The contract appeared set to expire in 2027. The Doge website initially included a screenshot from the federal contracting database showing that the contract's value was $8 million, even as the Doge site listed $8 billion in savings. On Tuesday night, around the time that this article was published, Doge removed the screenshot that showed the mismatch, but continued to claim $8 billion in savings. It added a link to the original outdated version of the contract worth $8 billion. And then finally, by Wednesday morning, Doge had updated its list to show $8 million in savings, though it did not acknowledge the error or explain how it might affect its calculation of money saved, which remained unchanged. A loss, and this should go absolutely unsaid, but apparently we live in this era, a loss of $8 billion in savings would represent nearly 15% of the total savings claimed by Doge. One contract is accumulated as 15% of all the savings they claim, providing no evidence of which that they're claiming they're saving. So it's this. It's the dipshits can't read numbers. Dipshits are still claiming $8 billion in savings when it's 8 million. It's 8,000, not 8,000 million. The smartest man. 185 IQ, Donald Trump said yesterday as he sat next to co-president Elon Musk. Stupid. Meritocracy is a myth. Let's stomp on its neck until it's dead. Meritocracy, that is. Anyway, what do you think? I'd love to know. Have you been following this Doge nightmare and Elon Musk's illegal usurpation of our Constitution and any authority under said document? Comment below. You can also call the voicemail line 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me as always daily at Dollemore.com. I do want to hear from you. Please consider supporting this work, helping me produce this content for $1.99. You can do just that. Click the join button below, see what's involved, become a channel member, or you can go over to patreon.com/IDoubtIt podcast. I love and appreciate you very much. Thanks for being involved, active, engaged. I'll see you next time. Be genuine. Take care of one another.